How's it going, everyone on BioTube YouTube? Thanks for tuning in. Everyone. I felt like going live. We're just going to go ahead and go over the Legend of Bionicle. This is Sokoda's 20th anniversary celebrative commemorative set that he's done through Lego Ideas. And I figured I would take a moment here for us to kind of do a deep dive into the set, the design, the ideas he put behind this, and kind of the masterful imagination and thinking that was truly put into this, and it's going to make it an incredible set if it ever becomes available. Thanks for being here, guys. I'm going to keep this one nice and sweet, just because I figured I'll publish this as a real video so everyone can kind of get an idea of what this set really has to offer, but we will be taking in some questions at the very end. Good to see BioTube, Gary, how's Praka Avok, Yoshud, Robin Strickland. So yeah, let's go ahead and just kind of look into this set further and see the amount of work that Sokoda has put into this is pretty incredible. And honestly, it makes a lot of sense to me that LEGO decided to keep this as one of their potential sets that they're going to do with Bricklink, because it includes, you know, system pieces, most of them that are in molds that they can definitely use. You can tell he's already kind of adapted some of the pieces that already exist, so that way it's not totally impossible to do it. This is, yeah, the older version of the set right here. There is a newer version, but, you know, we're just going to essentially just go through the ideas really quickly, and then we can take a look at the newer version as well. Now, it's 3 scenes. Obviously, we have the beach, which is just the, you know, honestly, the iconic scene from Bionicle. If you played Motonui Online game, this is the first thing you would ever see. We have Tahu, you know, showing up on shore, and gives you a really nice idea of the atmosphere of the first couple years of Bionicle in general with Tahu's arrival. And it's pretty actually incredible the amount of just like detail he's put into the rocks, and he's got Motonui rock, Makuta rock, the creation story, classic creation story, even this little area that Takua comes out of when after discovering the Borak, which is pretty incredible. Even the telescope here, so just like really classic stuff. There is some detailing on the sides in lettering. This does read Bionicle, and you'll see as we get to the other sides, it says Unity, Duty, Destiny, which is a pretty incredible detail if I'm being honest. So yeah, on one of them, for the second kind of scene that is here for us to see is Motoro's, essentially his sacrifice, Motoro's destiny. He went into detail on his Lego Ideas project, the original posting from October 2019, which is incredible. This is an idea that came out but way before the 90th anniversary was even a thing. And the way he describes it is pretty incredible. I think the moment is one of the most important moments in Bionicle, and for him personally, Sokoda really wanted a way to put this together. I also believe LJ and Meso from TTV had some final thoughts that they helped him kind of collab with him on this just in a little bit. You have, of course, the Konoe Akaku, that's Kopaka's mask, but also Motoro when he was a Matoran. And then you also have the Konoe Iden that Motoro wore when he was in his Inika form, which is honestly just a really cool detail. I'm a big fan of that. And there's like a jellyfish, there's, you know, some sea creatures. Just a really cool way to do it. And as you can tell, the first lettering right here says Unity in the Matoran language, and we have Duty right here on the right. So that's the second scene. The third scene is, of course, the giant robot battles. We have Motonui in his prototype body, and then Makuta, who's taken over the original Motonui giant robot body. Again, incredible work of art here, in my opinion. I love how one of the clouds is punched out on like a clear Lego stick, just kind of giving that 3D vibe. And this set, by the way, is basically on a spinner, so you can display it, spin it around to see each and every scene. Incredible, you know. I would love this, kind of like the Death Star set they released from Star Wars years ago. It would be awesome to have more than 3 scenes, obviously, but, you know, wants to keep it so that way it's not too expensive. And in my opinion, these are 3, if not the most crucial scenes. You know, they could have had something from Metro Nui, but ideally, I think this incorporates some of the most key moments in the whole saga. This is kind of the top view. Again, this is the old design. Prince, Biotube is saying correctly in the chat, prints, decals, and minifigs are going to be excluded. That's just a part of the rules that Legos and Bricklink is giving the creators, which is fine to me. I think eventually, if this is a Bricklink purchasable set for us, we can just hopefully have Sokoda design some stickers that we print out ourselves and put on these pieces. But anyways, from the top, you can see we have the Bionicle logo, the 3 virtues, Unity, Duty, Destiny. These are the figures. They are going to be updated, I'm sure, as he continues to work on them. But just really nice detail, in my opinion, on Motonui's original robot here, the giant robot body with just the tiny piston pieces in the chest, really giving it a realistic look. And then Motoro here. In a second, we're going to go ahead and give us a look at Sokoda's YouTube video that he actually does kind of a deep dive in as well. This is just looking at the Great Spirit robot. Amazing. Obviously, I just think like it'd be so nice to have a little set like this. He even put the little blaster pieces that allow it for a sort of action. The robot prototype here as well. Just, a bit of smaller version, but has that look. And again, these would have to be stickers. I do not think Lego or anyone would be willing to put in new prints just for this set. It would have to be stickers if it became an official Lego set, but if not, it will also have to be stickers for us to print out and put on them ourselves, but not the worst thing in the world in my opinion. The Motoro design is great. Again, they don't have a minifigure with these prints, but I will say looks a lot like his Mari build. He's wearing the Ignica, or Ignica, however you want to pronounce it. The golden mask of life on himself, which is just an iconic moment. As you can see, yeah, so we have Unity written here, and you can kind of see how it looks if you were to start and spin it, because it does sit on a spinner, which allows it to rotate. I think the rotating function is very nice. We have a little mini Tahu figure. Now, I believe they have a couple of these, not obviously in a print of Tahu, but they do have some that essentially go for like the miniature figures on the Hogwarts Castle set that was released recently, and a couple of others. So they could print it out just in red, but obviously we would need to have stickers because they will not be making new prints just for a small Lego Ideas set such as this. We're getting a little closer, a nice better view zoomed in on the island. Again, if we can in a moment, I will look at the more updated version. This is just the original. But there's so much detail, like it's kind of hard actually. You might think, oh well, it's small pieces, easy to put together. Actually not. Like greebling and attention to detail like this in sets is pretty hard to do and takes a lot of thought, and you can tell that Sokoda put a lot of thought and work into it. To get this piece to sit flat here with everything going on here, the fact that it's so tiny and intricate makes it a lot harder than you would think. We got our Motonui Rock and Makuta Rock. We got the creation story and the telescope from the classic Motonui online game opening. It's just an iconic scene. I think it obviously made 100% sense to have this as the first opening scene within this set. Close up on Motoro's figure, as you can see, he's kind of surrounded by his two previous Kanohi, the Akaku and the Aiden. The two Kanohi he wore before he became a Toemari. Really just straight like splash panel right from the comic book, if you know what I'm talking about. It's literally a splash panel from the comics, which is, I think, just an incredible way to include immersive detail that any Bionicle fan would love. And the fight, you can obviously pose these figures however you want. It looks like Motonui inside of the prototype robot is pushing the Great Spirit robot with Makuta inside towards the moons. And look at this. We even have Aqua Magna, Anspheris Magna, Boda Magna as well, all here, which is kind of cool to just have. I mean, it's literally, again, like a splash shot from the comics, a splash page, if you will, which is just like insane work to detail. I said earlier, I love that they have this little, Sokoda added this little cloud just sticking out to give you an idea of the scope in the three-dimensional sense of this whole entire scene, this iconic scene that's going down between Motonui and Makuta. Here he even zooms in. We've got little rocks, we have a river, we have so much stuff going on, even like little scrawl maze emblem going on here, which is just, again, incredible detail. So yeah, this is the first look at the Legend of Bionicle, celebrating 20 years, which is just wild. And it's, in my opinion, just kind of a fascinating idea from the get-go. It makes sense to me. Let's go ahead and look at this. This is the page from 2019. Yeah, October 2019. This is over 2 years old, almost over 2 years old soon, this idea. let's say 18 months old, and it's kind of wild that it's been sitting here, and it reached 10K a while back. Says not approved, but as you guys know, they're letting it slide, and we could potentially look into more. And, you know, just to give you a shot, I'd love to do a video on just all the other ones as well. But you can tell, look at all these ideas that people have made. The Great Spirit Robot, all of these, we could spend a whole nother video just talking about them, which maybe we will, but to spread awareness. Biotube in the chat says, I think the big reason why this passed for retail and approved for fan channel option was the content and its focus. 110%. Lego likes sets like these that incorporate a small amount of playability still, but also a kind of storytelling. Like, it's like the Death Star set that has all those scenes from episode 4, those famous scenes from the Death Star. It is kind of that, but for Bionicle. I will buy this, you know, immediately once it's ready to sell. And as you guys know, on June 1st, it's the first stage. It's a Kickstarter. So worst case scenario is we kind of have to put money out of our pocket and order it through Bricklink. But I think best case scenario is if it keeps going on and we keep fighting for it, they could end up putting this on shelves with just to have even just one official new Bionicle set. I know it's not construction or whatever. I mean, I guess you do have some rotation in the arms, you know, these little Lego pieces, but it means a lot to me regardless just to see this happen. Let's go ahead. Oh, I need to log in. I was going to go ahead and just take a look at Sokoda's account. I don't know, Biotube, let me know in the chat where I could find the most updated version. If not, I know it's on the Bricklink. It might not be as detailed as this. But I don't know. You guys have totally watched my video, so you know kind of what's at stake here. Look at everything else that Sokoda has done. I mean, it's phenomenal, man. This guy does incredible work. If you have a Lego Ideas account, I definitely suggest going and checking him out. Because these are the people that we should kind of care a lot about and be giving the attention that they deserve. It's making Lego history to be able to create something wholly original and have the potential for it to be on shelves. You know, I had my friend Yoni, Thrawn's Terminal, Thrawn's Revenge, on the other day, and he was explaining how a lot of these people will end up getting some back-end deals as well, and it's life-changing for some people. To be doing this. Let's go ahead and see if I can pull up this tab, and we'll just go ahead and look at the newer version. I know you guys have probably all taken a look at it. You can see there are some slight differences in the design. It's nothing major. Again, Biotube or even Kyler Nuva, if you want to let me know if there's a way to check out the more updated version of this, that would be great, and I'll pull that link up for you guys. Here's the video. Now, this is on YouTube. Again, go ahead and check out Sokoda on YouTube. Subscribe, like this video. It's from October 2019, which is wild, 18 months ago. Just kind of the 3D rotating option that you have. Yeah, getting into the Motoro Minifigure. Yeah, just crazy cool details here. Like, if you see this, guys, it's kind of wild. I just think a lot of heart went into this. Again, LJ and Messanak from TTV apparently helped give him, not like, I guess, the final seal of approval, but they did help give him some ideas. Here's the link. Let's take a look at this. This is a link Biotube just sent me of the more updated version that Sokoda went ahead and posted on his website now, or on his Bricklink. Now you can tell. So let's, you know, what's different here? What's different here? You can tell there are less prints. You know, Tahu doesn't have the print on him. The Matanui Rock and Makuta Rock don't have that. And I mean, the Makuta Rock is, the Matanui Rock, this is a piece that exists. The Makuta Rock didn't, so he went ahead and put a couple studs together to make it look a little bit resemblant. You know, it still looks great to me. You know, again, we have Bionicle written here in the Matoran language. And this is his version of Motoro now. Obviously, you had to change the color of some pieces, you know. For us Bionicle fans, this is still epic, but this is basically Sokoda's way of working around the rules and regulations that are being put into place in this contest, I guess is what we'll call it. And making it so that way it's more affordable through Bricklink as well. This is technically something you could buy right now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Biotube Kyler Nuva maybe correct me, but you could technically put all these pieces together. I don't know if he's given the rebrickable like instructions out yet, But this is more of an idea of what it would look like if it was something you could make yourself out of pieces that already exist that aren't nearly as expensive as some of the ones featured in the first model. You can tell like he has some dark gray, light gray mixed in because they don't make some of the pieces specifically in that color, but still just awesome. Yeah, I mean, just take a look at this. I actually think that the attention to detail here with the planets is almost cooler than just the single pieces. Obviously, not super important, but I think even having this little set representing Aqua Magna and Boda Magna, pretty solid. I mean, again, it's the attention to detail is amazing, and also, you know, the red star right here, yeah, Robin Strickland in the chat just went ahead and pointed out, is again attention to detail. It's magnificent. Again, showing you the rotating option and the view from the top, obviously with the Unity, Duty, Destiny symbol missing, the three virtues missing, but that is what we would have to settle for if he wants to meet the rules and regulation of this said contest. So again, this is kind of a deep dive. Look at that. Oh, I still love it. I love this figure regardless. I think I actually do like, I mean, maybe it's unpopular opinion, but I like melding the light gray with the dark gray. Even though I know Motoro Robot is pretty much all gray, it is nice and gives it some more contrast and just, I think, does look a little better and not as dull. That's me personally. Some people could think it's distracting, but yeah. Postnam Agnam in the chat. Yes, he is still making modifications until June, I believe. June 1st is the deadline, and then it's kind of up to us to take the Kickstarter to the next level and really show our support for this guy. Again, check him out on Bricklink, check him out on Lego Ideas, and definitely his YouTube channel as well. This is just, you know, a deep dive into it and my thoughts. You know, I don't want to spend too much longer on it. You can watch kind of the rest of his video. Again, this was posted in October 2019. If you guys didn't already, go ahead and go to Sokoda's YouTube channel, subscribe, leave comments, like this video, make it blow up. Just amazing. This is, yeah, I actually really like this little Toa figure. Again, like, attention to detail within the print, but also just how awesome would this be to have like 6 of these little guys. Like, I'm gonna be honest, that would be epic to have all 6 of them on the beach. I know that's not literally the scene from the Motoro Online game, but it would still be incredible to have all of them regardless. There's a 3D render that you can tell, 3D rotating render of this set as well, of the figure as well. And yeah, support it now. Well, it was supported. It reached 10K. They said it didn't make it, but Lego walked back and ate their own words, and now it seems like there's real potential here, guys. It's something else. From, honestly, the imagination of a builder who's probably just put their heart and soul into this, and I'm sure Sokoda would agree. He really put a lot of work into this, and you know, now we have ample time until June 1st to really work our way into spreading the word and supporting the set, because that's what we got to do. So again, this one that we're looking at here is the dream version, you know, obviously, but not the modified one to meet the requirements. Yeah, Kyler Nuve in the chat says, I'm curious to see which of the other sets gets selected. I believe, yeah, they have, the final round will determine 13 of the 31 sets. So, you know, that's, Bionicle can be one of those 13. I think definitely we can do it there if we support it with our wallets. That's kind of how we got to do it. Dr. Beck says, so that's the only Bionicle set they're going to release. Yes. Yes. This is not, you know, it's, people complain about like clickbait and all that. Look, the point of a video like that is not only to just like get views, but it's to spread awareness. More people are going to click on a video that says Bionicle is back than like, let's see, is Bionicle one set coming back? You know, it's hard to, I got to be vague with those titles. So no, like Bionicle, the theme long term is not coming back, but that's not exactly what I need. And I think a lot of Bionicle fans would agree. All we want is Lego to acknowledge the 20 years of Bionicle, which would be, they would be doing that if they released this set. And even if not, I will say, I am humbled enough to have seen them include this in their, I guess, walking back on their own words, you know, new idea, Lego Ideas projects contest that they're doing. So again, amazing, 3 incredible scenes, legendary, iconic scenes from from Bionicle. And honestly, I don't think anyone would agree, or would disagree. We have Tahu's arrival, from Motonui Online game in a time before time. Incredible. And it's the very first scene a lot of people had when they were growing up with Bionicle. This is honestly, ingrained in my mind. Yeah, he has the symbolism of Motonui and Makuta. This model is built in microfigure scale. Yeah, it includes a microfigure version of Tahu. And while, this is 2001, taking 6-year jump to Motoro's Destiny, I will say, is a great way to go into the second scene. Sometimes a hero has to do something else besides beat the villains. People who don't even know his name. I love that. That's just legendary. And using his Konoe Ignite to awaken Motonui in the 2007 storyline. Yeah, and like Sokoda says, the scene is mostly inspired by the iconic panel, I'd call it even a splash page, of the end of a hero moment. This scene with his Konoe Akaku and his Konoe Aiden right next to him, the Konoe that he wore. I mean, that attention to detail is what I love, and it's too bad, in the newer version, doesn't seem like he can include these exact colors. But that's the point. You gotta bend to Lego's will in a way, and that's kind of how it is. In the final battle, this is something I wanted even larger. When Bionicle Stars came out and this is what was happening, I was like, "Are you kidding me? How do we not get this as a set?" Alas, this is our chance right here. It's the power struggles through my body, out through my metal fingertips, and I begin to process the process of reuniting both moons of Barra Magna. Insane. And this scene, it depicts the final battle. It's from Journey's End in 2010. And it has some of Barra Magna's landmarks with the Black Spike Mountains even, and the village of Taijun. Look at this. This again, just the top view. Incredible. It says Unity, Duty, Destiny all around the sides. Yeah, guys, go ahead and check this out again if you haven't. I'm sure a lot of you have. Go to Lego Ideas, follow Sokoda, support him, check out his brick link, check out his YouTube. Do what you can because, this is just amazing. I would love to see this version. Obviously, it doesn't really seem like it. But I would love that, I think it shows Lego that people care. And don't doubt it. They're very much aware of this sort of resurgence in the theme. And it only makes sense being the 20 years, So yeah, check it out. And then, yeah, we'll look at the newest version again real quickly for you guys. Kind of just how he's updated it. I understand, yeah, it might look a little more bland to you, but also understand that I still think it looks phenomenal. A lot of the detail and work that he put into it is still represented, even in this version. Again, look at that. How the ingenuity here is kind of wild. It really does show that people out here care a lot, and they want to make something work, and they want to have a tribute for Bionicle's 20 years. Because while it might not have been a line that ran for 20 years, it ran for, 13, arguably. And that is, I feel like, enough to be a legacy product. Yeah, look at this. I think this is something that makes a lot of sense. Again, I'd love to make another video going in all the other ideas projects that are out there for Bionicle, It's hard to get any approved anymore, even if they reach 10K. As you can see down here, so many of them are like the giant Motonui robot. This new one, the Ancient Temple, is great. I even think having this bust of a Bionicle toe ahead. How awesome would this be? They make so many. I think this would have been a great 20 years Bionicle set for them to have released as well. It'd be great to build that out of Lego. So yeah, man, check this out. Again, go to Lego Ideas and check out his original project as well. I know it doesn't do any good to you can't really support it anymore because it reached 10K. But end of the day, just amazing work here by Sokoda. Go ahead and give him a look, and go ahead and like this video. Comment on it after we're done here. I love the live chat. Sounds like you guys are just as excited as I am. And I'd love to do another BioTalk live about this. So thanks for watching, guys. Again, this is my my closer look into the Legend of Bionicle, celebrating 20 years. Sokoda's Lego Ideas project that is on its way to getting approved for at least a Bricklink purchase for all of us big fans. But if it gets through the Kickstarter phase, there is a slight chance, but a chance nonetheless, to potentially see this on Lego shelves, which I think is great and could, in my opinion, it doesn't say much, but give a lot of young kids an interest in this story. And all they got to do is do the research. All they got to do is go to Biomedia Project. It's a variation on system and on Bionicle in a way that I think could catch the eyes of younger audiences and be just as good as anything else, in my opinion. So, yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I know this was quick. This was kind of my whole plan, was just to go in and talk about this, get you guys talking in the live chat, and get you guys talking in the comments. So thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, I'll see you on the next episode of Bio Talk. Bye-bye.